Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about what I've learned so far in being a mentor and a coach in the oil and gas industry and outside. Before we get to the content, please be sure to like this video, subscribe so you can get more content in oil and gas and professional development topics, and please be sure to comment on the video below so I can incorporate your feedback into future videos. Please be sure to hit that notification bell when you do subscribe, because I upload whenever I want. Well, let's get to the content. The purpose of making this video is to share some of my perspectives in being a mentor and a coach in the event you're interested in being a mentor, in the event you're interested in being a career coach. Now, some disclaimers is that I am not a paid career coach and I'm not some kind of paid mentor. I don't do any of this for money. All of my thoughts are my own and not based on any of the associations that I'm with. I genuinely like to mentor people in the industry. I genuinely like to coach CrossFit, for example, and I've really liked to give back to the industry, if you haven't noticed, through my YouTube videos or through spending time in person in a volunteering event. So the first thing I learned about, and it's pretty self-explanatory as far as what I've learned as far as being a mentor and a coach. For the mentor side, one thing I've learned, and from the coach's side I've learned, is how to be patient. It is extremely important to be patient with your mentee or being patient with anyone that you interface with, because they probably don't share the same perspective as you, and at the same time, you've also started in a period where they were many years ago or at some point in your life. So providing that grace to somebody is very important, and people will be more receptive to your mentorship or to your coaching whenever you do have that patience. The next thing I've learned about as far as being a mentor and a coach is learning about people's motivation styles, how wide range there are, and how different everyone is. So along with being patient, learning people's motivation styles and then learning people's communication styles, that's another thing I've learned, is extremely important, because that helps you become an effective mentor, that helps you become an effective coach, and that helps you become an effective communicator most of all. And being an effective communicator is going to be helpful for you, not just in an informal setting of being a mentor and a coach, but also in paid settings when you're working in your job. So mentoring and coaching really prepares you for the actual test that you have to perform when you're on the job. Another thing that I've learned about mentorship and coaching is that leading without authority. Now that sounds a little bit weird. You do have authority in the sense that you have more experience than the particular person in a certain area, or may have more experience in oil and gas. But when I'm talking about authority, I'm talking about the hierarchical nature in the workforce, for example, and you're not someone's direct manager. In other words, like you're not influencing their performance plan, for example. So learning to lead without having a leadership title, an official leadership title, is extremely important. I think it's a useful skill to have, and being a mentor and a coach can help you develop that authority, that informal authority, whether if it's through knowledge or whether if it's through experience or whether if it's both, to help you become really effective and respected, and people will be quiet when they listen to you. The last thing that I've learned as far as being a mentor and a coach is the amount of resources that is out there in order to become an effective mentor. SPE, for example, has an e-mentoring program, and the e-mentoring program gives you an opportunity to mentor people from all over the globe, and depending on your preferences or depending on who you want to mentor, at least. But the opportunities are so much. The world is your oyster with that e-mentoring program. There's also mentorship opportunities that you can find anywhere in just informal settings at work. For example, if I find somebody that's less experienced than me in the oil and gas industry, then I take the opportunity to put them under my wing and just mentor them informally. Not necessarily make it as a formal kind of relationship, but practice the mentorship through those opportunities. There's so many opportunities and there's so many chances you can have in order to be a mentor, in order to be a coach. Now, I'll transfer a little bit onto the CrossFit side. There's so many resources that CrossFit has. Now, CrossFit has a YouTube channel, for example, on the instructions, for instructors. So the YouTube channel is going to help you inform on how to be a better coach, and then how to do better on the moves as a member and as a coach as well. So whenever you're coaching, you can better direct your athletes in that regard. I had to mention something a little bit outside of petroleum engineering to add the human element into this video, but at the same time, this mentorship and coaching is not only applicable to oil and gas. Well, folks, that's everything that I wanted to share with you guys on everything that I've learned so far in mentorship and coaching. There's quite a few things that I've learned, and there's probably more that you can add in the comments below. As usual, please be sure to like this video, subscribe so you can get more content in oil and gas and professional development topics, and please be sure to comment on the video below so I can incorporate your feedback into future videos. This is Yoga Shri Pradhan. I also go by Yoshi Pradhan, and I'm signing off.